Today I want to share my experiences from the last 9 years of YouTube filmmaking with you. If you don't know me, my name is Christian Raab and I did some videos here on YouTube in the last years about cameras, filmmaking. I decided to step back from filmmaking a lot, like I haven't uploaded in about 6 months or so. So I thought it's a good time to reflect on the last years and what I've learned and share this with you. Probably this video won't get more than 600 views, but anyway, fuck it, let's do it. Today I woke up and I felt like I need to create something. Shoot a video, whatever. Maybe not filming videos about making videos, but talking to the camera, sharing what I've learned, and maybe you can take away something for yourself. Let's go. So, I'm here on YouTube since 2016, and I made YouTube my main source of income in this time. I also got burned out, quit YouTube several times. So let's get into it. Passion versus pressure. When your hobby becomes a job. So when I started in 2016, I bought a camera, went out and filmed some vlogs like Jon Olsen did and got inspired by Sam Colder and Alexis Ren and all these fancy influencers jumping off a helicopter. And I somehow grew that channel really quick to 100,000 subscribers within 1 year just by doing what I love. Like we traveled across Europe and filmed some stuff and some vlogs and some short films. And somehow the community of aspiring filmmakers back in 2016, really enjoyed what I was uploading on YouTube. To get to the point, I put so much pressure on myself that the numbers started to matter more than the craft. Like my passion slowly died. I was chasing views, growth, and algorithms, and I was set up for burnout. And this is exactly what happened. So in 2018, when we went to the US for a 3 weeks road trip, I started to getting severe panic attacks. I had to deal with an anxiety disorder, and things just went downhill. Just hell on earth. I have to say it like that because I wasn't able to do any kind of creative work anymore, as my body and my mind were completely out of balance. I'm not saying that YouTube or social media is the main reason that I got there, but it was a big part of it because I stopped creating the things I love to do and just focus on I have to put out more, I have to make another video, I have to fulfill everyone's expectations and all that bullshit. And this led to 5 years of my life where I felt like dying. Okay, let's get to another point, YouTube as an income source. Most people with successful channels make a killing with Google's or YouTube's ad revenue. For me, this never worked out because I used copyrighted music in my videos. So basically 60% of my videos or more were just not monetizable because oftentimes I wanted to use a specific song which perfectly matched my film or video. So I never made good money with ad revenue. I think I can show you. So in the last 9 years on YouTube, I made a staggering 11 grand. Yeah. 11,900 euro, that's about $13,000 in 9 years. But how did I make a living then? It's easy, selling digital products for filmmakers and photographers. This includes Lightroom presets, LUTs, film transitions, overlays. Back in 2016, there were only a few guys selling LUTs, Lightroom presets, and all that stuff. And that's how in 2016, 2017, I made around 20 to 30K a month in pure profit just by selling low ticket $15 LUT packs. I know maybe some of you did way more. Some of you say, well, what the fuck? And yeah, it was definitely life-changing for me as this passive income from selling digital products helped me to survive the 3 or 4 years where I was unable to work. Like I was lying in my bed, depressed, full of anxiety. I didn't have any energy to create something. And the funny thing is that my store for digital products was ranked so good on Google that it helped me to still generate income in that time where I was unable to do so. So my lesson here is focus on building income streams outside of YouTube. No matter if it's digital products, a local business where you provide services, maybe it's filmmaking and photography as a freelancer, or you're educating people online, offline, whatever, creating a course, no matter what. But I think relying on YouTube ad revenue is only possible if you already are a really big creator. Okay, third one, it's also about business, and it's a mistake I did. I thought my opinion mattered more than my audience's opinion. Let me give you an example. In 2018, I switched from using Sony cameras to using Canon cameras for my work. And the problem was that the audience I built so far, I guess I was at around 150,000 subscribers at that point, all subscribed to me, or most of them subscribed to my channel because they watched content about Sony cameras, like how to dial in settings, how to get that cinematic look with the Sony a6300 or a7S. So my audience was 80% Sony users. I switched to Canon because for myself, I like Canon more. But the problem was I completely forgot that there is an audience that's not interested in Canon cameras, no matter what I do. This also reflects to my digital products. I started to create digital products for Canon users, but leaving out the Sony users, okay? Keep that in mind. You have to understand who you're actually serving, not just what you like. If you want to make business and if you want to make money online. Like, if you're just uploading videos to YouTube because it's your hobby, fuck that, you don't have to care about this. Building an audience of fans instead of buyers. So learn this one from Tom Nosky. You can watch his video on YouTube as well. And yeah, he can explain it way better than I can. I focus on community, trust, and engagement. Like, people had that special feeling when they watched my videos. It sparked nostalgia in them. The reality is, having 100,000 fans is great, but if they don't buy from you, what's the reason? I mean, it's totally fine, as I mentioned before, to do this as a hobby, to just fulfill your passion. It's okay. But if you're really, really honest with yourself, I think everyone's dream is to earn some money off of that passion and make a living out of it. You can't imagine how often I heard that I'm a sellout, I'm just trying to sell my lots, selling presets. Yeah, and what's the problem here? Most people would never send a message to a brand like Temu or Shein or Amazon and tell them, oh, you're a sellout. Just because you're a personal brand, they think they have the right to get everything for free from you. You're not allowed to sell something because you're that authentic creator. Fuck this. Oftentimes when I read a comment saying, stop trying to sell your Lightroom presets, stop shilling your LUTs, blah, 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 I often replied with, go fuck yourself, because this is so stupid. There was a time I was really frustrated by this because people didn't get it, that you can be a personal brand and a individual and still be a brand and still be a business. Everyone is trying to sell you something. And if I or any creator out there is promoting their own digital products to make a living from their passion, what's so bad about it? I don't get it. So the lesson here, build trust and make it easy for people to invest in what you offer. Yeah. 5, the stuff you think will work usually doesn't. I made videos, short films, in collaboration with Canon, in collaboration with DJI, whatever. I put 3 or more weeks into filming that video, editing it, doing the sound design of it, doing SEO optimization, writing descriptions, writing subtitles, whatever. And they performed so bad, you can't imagine. Like, just last year, I did a collab with Canon and we shot a short film. It took us 3 weeks, 6 people. And I like the result. It's not the best, craziest story ever seen, but I like it. It got around 12,000 views. Meanwhile, 2 years ago, when the new iPhone 14 Pro came out, I got the iPhone on a Friday. I went out for a walk with my dogs and I shot a video in about 1 hour. The title for this video was Shot on iPhone 14 Pro Cinematic Mode. Editing took me 1 hour, filming took me 1 hour, uploading, writing descriptions, half an hour. 2.5 hours in. The video got 2.9 million views. And at this point, as a creative, you ask yourself, why should I put so much effort into things if my low effort videos perform that well? So the lesson here, maybe don't overthink it. Sometimes the simplest ideas win. And of course, this has also to do with latest trends, because everyone on that Friday was searching for iPhone 14 Pro. So my video was one of the first that showed footage, beautifully color graded, of the iPhone 14 Pro. And that's how it went viral. Okay, number 6, the journey and memories are more valuable than all the views in the world. I often rewatched many of my old videos, especially in that time where I felt sick, I had anxiety, I was depressed. These videos helped me to, somehow, even if it's just a tiny bit, rewire my brain to see the good things in life again, to remember the beautiful days we had in Madeira or Spain, on a Portugal road trip, on the USA road trip. All the memories, I think if you watch them in 20 years, you will be so happy that you have created them. So the lesson here, create for yourself. Not every video has to make you money. So another one, I had to read my notes because otherwise I would get lost and you would hear me talking about 2 hours. Number 7, most brands are like parasites. Learn to say no. I received about 1,000 emails in the last years from companies who wanted to collaborate. And 98% of them are total garbage, useless products, cheap China bullshit tech, or they have a great product, but they are greedy and they don't want to pay creators a fair amount of money to work with them. And that's why I think saying no to clients, saying no to brand deals is one of the most important skills in modern content creation, because everyone is just selling out like crazy. And if they get a free Squarespace membership for 3 months, they would promote a multi-million-dollar company to an audience of over a gazillion people just for receiving a free product or just to grab another free compensation. I don't know why exactly they do this. Of course, some brands pay a fair amount of money, but there are not many of them. I'm also running a creative agency for graphic design, web design, e-commerce, social media marketing, and I'm working with local clients, and it's the same there. I had to learn to say no, because they either don't want to pay you enough or they want everything and pay you nothing at all. And I just needed to learn to say no, go fuck yourself. Not really, you shouldn't say this to your clients, but you get it. So number 8, consistency is overrated. I know everyone says consistency is key, and that's true in the long term, definitely. But I think most creative people, most of these daydreamers and visionaries and people who like to create things, whether it's art, videos, photos, graphic design, whatever you do, I think we only have a limited capacity of energy when it comes to creating things. And if you upload 2 or 3 times a week, I think 80% of the people will get burned out if they do it longer than 6 months or 1 year or 2 years. Of course, not everyone out there has a weak nervous system like me, and some people can maintain it for years. But I think even if you don't get burned out, you will not be able to create real art or create things you are proud of, because somehow you are forcing yourself to do so. Any form of art, filmmaking, singing, writing, acting, in my opinion, comes naturally. But if you force yourself every week to create that output, it will suck. That's my opinion. So let's call it sustainable creativity. Yeah, that's the last lesson here. Okay, let's sum it up for today. Video is already too long. I haven't made a video this long in years, I guess. Thank you all for watching. But before you leave, one last note. I'm selling my digital product store, cinemate.co, because I just want to focus on something new. I don't even know which is the latest camera from Canon or Sony or whatever. I want to start something new, work on new things. Maybe I'm doing more videos like this in the future. I don't know. Maybe you won't hear from me in the next 3 years. Maybe I'm doing a short film again. The neurodivergent brain can be crazy sometimes. Maybe I wake up tomorrow and I feel like doing some 120 FPS slow motion forest bangers again. I just want to step back from the business because I think someone out there who's more into filmmaking, photography, will be a better fit for the store. So just send me an email or DM on Instagram. If you're interested, I can send over a short pitch deck. And yeah, that's it for today. Battery is dying on the camera. Tschüss.